What's going on, good people? This your boy. Y'all already know, CDL Shorty. So, hey, man, 2024, 2025, all moving forward. CDL Shorty. I'm not dealing with anybody that does not have a CDL. I may lose some friends, I may lose some followers from this, but guess what? Let the chips fall where they may. You got to be a man. You got to stand on something. I've been in this industry too long, and this industry has saved my life for me to partnership up and be around people that don't know what it truly means to be a driver. I don't want to hear about you rode across no country with nobody. I don't want to hear about you jumped in a truck for just a minute. I don't want to hear about none of that. I don't want to hear about you own a fleet of trucks and blah, blah. I don't want to hear about none of that. Because at the end of the day, you do not know and understand what we go through as a driver. You are making money and getting rich off of our backs. That's why there's so much of a disconnect between drivers and companies. Drivers and fleet owners, drivers and dispatchers, drivers and FMCSA rules and stuff. It's so much of a disconnect because we got people that don't understand what it takes to drive one of these. People jumping in, making it easy, selling you courses, man. They literally selling you courses and don't have a CDL. Then they can say, oh, well, I don't need a CDL. I'm a good businessman. Okay, wrong. Because what if you got it? You ain't nothing without the driver. Now, what if you only got a driver to move that truck? Get what? That truck ain't moving. You know why people don't want to get their CDL? Because they're scared and they're afraid to go to school because it breaks their brain. Trust me, not only have I been in this industry since 2015, but I've also been a truck driver instructor since 2021, the beginning of 2021. So damn near almost 3 years. I've seen people come to CDL school and get their brain broken. You see them standing off in the corner, nervous and scared and worrying if people gonna laugh at them, look at them, because it's gonna mess your brain up for about a good week, or maybe the whole time you in trucking school. People out here selling courses, selling turnkey programs, scamming people, taking their money, and they ain't never been in a truck. They don't have a CDL. That's like a barbershop. That's like a barbershop owner and a barber. The owner owns the barbershop, right? But don't know how to cut hair, don't got a barber's license. But you tricking the barbershop community. You feel me? It's starting to get outrageous. When did it, and then also, when did it become popular and not, or not cool to not just want to survive out here? Like the last video I did with the dude with the black truck, panty snatcher. Man, I've had some people under the comments talking about oh, he been out here 32 years. He ain't a millionaire yet. He ain't blah, blah, blah. What? That's why I keep telling y'all and making these videos, you're not going to get rich overnight out here. It ain't going to happen. You got to put in the blood, sweat, time, tears, all that. But then also people come out here thinking they're going to be millionaires, and it ain't going to happen. Trucking is something you gotta love. It's gotta be in your blood. Trust me. When my students graduate and they come out here, 9 times out of 10, check on them 6 months to a year from now. 9 times out of 10, they ain't in it no more. They not in it. You know why? Because they felt like, they realized they got out here and they realized that this ain't what they want to do. And I'm sick of going on YouTube. I'm sick of seeing people on social media get rich off of our backs, man. Y'all bullshitting. Y'all get rich off of our backs. The driver. Y'all don't know the sacrifices we got to make each and every day. Driving in bad weather, inclement weather. Got the dispatcher or the planner or the broker down your back. Broker want to steal from us constantly. Then they always trying to check up on our time and stuff like that. Now, yes, some of us are ignorant. Some of us, they do need to check up on, but not 9 times out of 10, not all of us. Then they want to take the majority of the cut. Then you know what happens once you get your CDL and you get out here? You get to call people out on cap. You know what the young people say nowadays, capping? You get to call people out on their cap, man. And what I mean by that is, you get to really see who out here really trucking, who out here really playing they trucking. So 2024, 2025, from here on out, y'all might not see CDL Shorty in these trucking communities. Y'all might not see me out at no damn trucking events or whatnot, because guess what? I can't associate myself with people that don't got a CDL, that don't know what it means and what it is to be out here and to be an actual driver. Not only do I not associate with myself with people that don't have a CDL, if you do got a CDL, good. If you're going to get one, good. But guess what? That ain't enough for me. I need at least 3 months OTR experience from you too. You need to see what we go through. You need to see what we go through. Dispatchers, fleet owners, brokers, people at the top, Prime, Mr. Rob Lowe, people up at the top at Swift. Y'all need to come out here, man. Because guess what? If you ain't got no drivers, that freight ain't moving. Pam, whoever owned Pam at the top, y'all need to come out here. That freight ain't moving if you ain't got a driver. I don't give a damn what you say. All these AI trucks and robot trucks, okay, cool. Let's see what happens when you get them and they don't work. I guarantee you're going to be calling us back. If you think I'm playing, what happened a few years ago at the ports? When the ports got jammed up. Y'all treat us like shit. And guess what? We standing up for ourselves from now on. Truckers, we standing up for ourselves from now on. I'm sick and tired. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, man. People are literally getting rich off of us. And you want to know one of the reasons why I'm so pissed off? Because one of my private session students, female student, I'm very good friends with her. But guess what? She owned a fleet of trucks. Well, she had one truck. It was hard for her to find a driver. She found them. They kept BSing. They kept just not wanting to be out here. So you know what she did to sustain her family and her truck? She let me train her. She went to school, got her CDL, but it took her 5 months because she realized this is some work, man. This will break your brain. You got to put in the work. Guess what? I did a ride along with her. Guess what? All we did was 2 loads. She didn't want no parts of it no more. After she did 2 loads, she did not want no parts of it no more. Because she realized, and she's a good person, still my friend and everything like that, but she got a big dose of reality and she realized what it takes to drive, to be an actual driver. But see, people that sell these courses and these turnkey programs and all this blah, 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 they don't want to do this. They want to get rich off of the backs of us and the backs of you that's paying the money for the turnkey, for the course. Man, let me tell y'all something. I've been in this since 2015, right? All the knowledge I got, and I've been blessed with from the universe, from God, I didn't have to pay for that. Yeah, I had to get my CDL, but other than that, everything came out here. All of my knowledge, as far as driving, as far as dispatching, as far as the brokers, if you just talk to truckers, you gonna get the game. It's free game. Old school truckers, even new, it's free game. You get it by coming out here, blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't no course gonna teach you this online. Stop bullshitting. And let me tell you something. For all my subscribers, if y'all fall for somebody selling a course or a turnkey program, hey man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about you, man. Like I said, I might lose some subscribers here, but guess what? Let the chips fall where they may, because I cannot sell my soul. I can't sell my soul. This industry has been too good to me. It's been too good to me and my family, and I can't sell my soul, man. I can't do it. So in order to deal with me and be in a room with me and me being in a room with you, you got to have a CDL. That goes down to FMCSA people. I don't want to talk to no FMCSA people if they ain't got no CDL. That goes for doctors. If you're out here checking people's blood pressure and all that stuff, if you ain't got a CDL, I can't deal with you, man. I only deal with the realness, and I deal with truth. And I deal with these drivers. People that's out here sacrificing time away from their family. That's out here sacrificing people, cutting them off. That's actually sacrificing the dispatchers and the company, getting pissed off at them and don't realize that, hey man, my ETA and the computer may say this, but guess what? There's a snowstorm. I ain't gonna be able to make it, because what these dispatchers do is they make promises. This happened to me a lot out there on the road. They make promises to these shippers and receivers. They make promises. And when they make promises, guess what? They don't tell the driver many times I was out there and I get to the customer late because of a weather situation or something. I get there and guess what? The customer pissed off at me. The dispatchers, they don't got to deal with the customers face to face like we, the drivers, do. So guess what? Not only do I got to deal with the fact that I'm late and the truck broke down or somebody cut me off, just driver day-to-day stuff. But guess what? Now I got to deal with the customer, the actual person that's pissed off at me because guess what? Oh, your dispatcher told our CSA, CSR representative that you would be here by this time, blah, blah, blah. They make promises so they can get incentives and bonuses off of us. And I'm sick and tired of it, man. I'm sick and tired of it, man. There's no course for this. There's no turnkey. The key to success is get your ass out here and do it and learn from the industry. That's the key to success. Now, I said I was selling a mentorship program, and I am. But guess what? The mentorship program is not a course. It's not a turnkey. It's me. You get me, the physical body. I'm going to be out here with you as a trainer. You get me. You don't get me online. No, you get me in a physical form. And I'm sorry my mouth is dry, but I'm just very, very upset. I wonder why some of these so-called people that are selling these courses and turnkeys, you get online and I try to talk and network with them and they won't talk to me and network with me. I'm like, why is that? Then the universe, God, whatever you want to say, put something in my head today. They don't really want this. They don't really want this like they say they do. They don't really want this like they say they do. They don't really want to be out here like they say they do. They just want to get your money, sit back in the office, and say that they got a master course. That's what they want to do. They want to get out here, be in this office, and say they got a master course. They ain't out here with these drivers. They don't know what it takes to run these trucks up and down the road. That's why brokers are stealing and robbing the way they do and shorting us because they don't know what it takes. They don't know what it takes to crank the truck up and run it up and down the road. They don't know. And guess what? They don't want to know. Y'all tell me if this sound right, man. There's a individual out there who's gotten rich off us. Owns a fleet of trucks. This individual said that he can't get, or that this individual said that they can't get a CDL. Why? Well, I've done my research on the individual, and the individual said that they got sleep apnea and they can only drive 3-4 hours out the day. Okay, cool. Guess what? CDL shorty got a pacemaker, need a heart transplant, and still been out here on the road. Not as of recently. I've been off the road for about 7-8 months now. But 2020, I had my heart transplant. They took me off the road for a year and I got back into it 2021. You can only drive 2-3 hours in a day. Okay, cool. But what happens if that driver abandoned your truck? Now you can't even go pick it up because you ain't got a CDL, because you don't want a CDL. Talking about you can't get a CDL. You can get one. You just don't want one. Then go put out a post. This individual had the nerve to put out a post today talking about something. They truck crashed. Their truck was in the ditch all jammed up. This individual put out a post talking about some truckers, I'm in the trenches with you. How you in the trenches with us? You not a driver. Then they gonna put in the comments, it still costs me a lot of money. I gotta get it towed. I gotta blah blah blah. Yeah, but you not in the trenches with that driver that could have lost his life, his or her life. You not in the trenches. Now that accident go on that driver's DAC report. Come on, man, don't play on my intelligence, homie. Hey, man, y'all need to start pulling some of these people resumes, man. Some of these people playing with this trucking industry, man. They don't really want this. The key to success in this trucking industry is this right here. CDL. That's the key. Man, I also heard somebody, see, social media is a bitch, man. I also saw somebody say, truck drivers are not good business people. So if you got a truck, and this is exactly what this person said, word for word. If you got a truck and it failed, it's because, yeah, you got a CDL, but just because you got a CDL don't mean you're a good business person. What? Man, knock it off. Knock it off. We know more than you. Knock it off. And guess what? We a two-way threat because, yeah, I got my CDL. I can make that truck do things that you can't make it do. But guess what? Guess what? Don't mess around and let that truck driver get a business mindset. Now I can put you out of job. If you the broker, I can go direct shipper. If I'm a people person, I can go direct shipper, cut you out. But guess what? If you're a fleet owner, broker, all that, we cut y'all out. But guess what? You can't cut us out because at the end of the day, you don't know how to drive that. We and I do. Stop letting these people play with y'all, man. Stop letting these people play with y'all, man. They playing on y'all intelligence, man. They playing on y'all intelligence. And like I said, CDL Shorty ain't doing this for no likes. I ain't doing this for no subscribers. I might lose subscribers after this, but I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm not selling my soul. So, hey, let the chips fall where they may. You dig what I'm saying? And there's some good people out there. And there's some fleet owners out there that are taking heed to what I'm saying. They're going to get their CDL. But I just want to tell you, success in this industry is getting a CDL. You run into somebody talking about they making X amount of dollars, they becoming a millionaire in today's market? Oh, they bullshitting like a motherfucker. And CDL sure don't even really cuss like that, so y'all know I'm pissed off. But if they talking about they millionaire, they making thousands of dollars, they bullshitting like a motherfucker. That's why you need to get your CDL and come out here, because let's say if that person is on social media talking about they making X amount of dollars, got pictures of Mercedes Benzes and all that, and Rolls Royces, but that person in that truck, he's only making X amount of dollars, right? So let's say if you that person right there, right? You only making X amount of dollars, you ain't making what this so-called person say they making, right? If you get out here, you could call that cat, because guess what? You walk up and confront that person, guess what? That person gonna say, well, yeah, I am making this kind of money, but I'm doing it what's right for me, because I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no wife, I ain't got no husband, I ain't got blah, blah. And guess what? I only go 200 miles in a day that only pay $300-400. So if I could do that 3 or 4 days, then I sit at home. Versus you got your CDL, got out here, you running up and down the road constantly, knowing they ain't making that kind of money. See, people be talking all this shit, but they got little shortcuts. They got little stuff they leaving out. But if you get your CDL, come out here, you can realize, hey, that person capping, man. Big cap is what the kids, young folks say nowadays. Man, all I'm saying is the key to trucking is get your CDL, man. It's no secret. It's no secret. People say they don't want the CDL. People say they can't get the CDL, or they say they don't have a CDL because guess what? They scared to get their CDL. They scared to get their CDL. If they got health issues, okay, that's one thing. But then you got to check the health issues. Like I said, CDL Shorty got high blood pressure, pacemaker in his heart, and need a heart transplant. And I still been out here. Just recently got out of it in about 7-8 months. So these people capping, man. They capping. Big cap. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of them leading you astray. It's really people out here needing to get their CDL to save themselves and save their family. And you got people out here bullshitting. I ain't going for it no more, man. I ain't going for it. So, hey, if CDL Shorty start to become real unpopular and y'all don't see me nowhere, hey, y'all know why. I done hurt some feelings today. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. Always remember this. A very good dispatcher is an ex-trucker. Thank y'all for trucking with me.